guys doing today? Majority of the times, it's not just because I've been posting consistently, but there's more like an intro. So after this, I just let it run. But I'm not giving up, you guys. I'm not. It don't matter if somebody's watching the video. It really does not matter to me. That's not the goal at all. I learned something new today. I did. Or I would say yesterday, because it's already 12 a.m. and I also gotta rush to work, right? But I don't want to make this intro, but I'm gonna leave the intro already. But I already said it. The thing is that the final stage doesn't mean that somebody's gonna kill you. It doesn't mean that you're gonna lose everything. It doesn't mean that you never made it. What I'm trying to say is that having a job does not mean slavery. It gives you something to generate, and it also gives you a skill if you're good enough to recognize it, right, and to keep it. Meaning that, in other words, it's already yours. You dedicated time. It could be probably 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. You already amassed that 5 years. But it's mostly of you already know everything, right? You already know exactly what to do. You already know the sacrifice that it takes. Are you willing to do it? Because fun fact, if that's the case, right? What I'm trying to say is that 7 days of sacrifice might seem harsh at first. But the thing is that I believe in something great. I believe in somebody. And he is not a she. He is the Almighty. He is God. He is Jesus Christ. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm living proof of that. I am. I'm not no demigod. I am not no alien. I am not no weird person or bad person. Whatever in mind you have, if you're watching this video, I am somebody that nobody understands. But I don't see the things that people see. I don't talk the way people talk. I don't express myself how other people express themselves. And it kills them majority of the times. It does. And the thing is that, not to be cocky or arrogant, but the thing is that I can't stop myself. In other words, that's how I'm gonna sound like, because it's just the truth. I'm not arrogant. I don't have an ego. But it's just the truth. There's a lot of things that I have been doing. There's a lot of things that I avoid. I could tell just by you saying something. I already know who you are, how you are. Either your personality or your words, or in other words, in my own explanation, you already snitched on yourself. You already did. It's crazy to me, because it's like, wow, am I the only one? And I'm getting these experiences very similar to me. I'm like, wait, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. But what does all this have to do with God? Why did I mention God? I mentioned God because your life is not complete without Him. It's insane, because He could give you energy when no caffeine, no sleep. He can give you the biggest energy ever. You could probably have 3 hours of sleep, no sleep at all. He can give it to you. He could. You want it that bad? You want it that bad. You want that female of your dreams? Does it have to be her? No. Every single human being is different. But here's the kicker. Here's the catch. If you want it that bad, don't forget about God. Leave God's position as number one. But here's the thing. If he showed you a love that your parents cannot give you, a love that changed your whole entire life, why would you drop him? Why would you leave him? You see, like, why would you leave him? You're not gonna live anymore. I'm giving you like a legit, like a 0.5% of who I am. You're not gonna live for too long, right? You're not. All this stuff is gonna disappear. So why would you even leave him? Why? I mean, the devil himself is trying to distract you in any way possible. And the thing is that it's crazy because it's true. He's trying everything in his power to get you out. And not only that, I am disappointed. Not with my results. Not with none of that. It doesn't even have to do with my business, nothing. I'm disappointed. Because I read the Bible. I love reading the Bible, first of all. But those people, they're out of touch. Because if I want to win somebody through a video, I could do that. In the name of Jesus Christ, I could do that. If I did it in person, how big could I do it online? I could probably win thousands of people, hundreds of thousands. It is possible, it's not impossible. But consistency is going to require a lot from me. And here's the thing. God can give me those people. But here's another thing. I gotta go look for them. God's gonna give me strength. God's gonna give me everything that I need in order to find those people. In order to get those people for Him. I'm not here trying to convince you to follow Jesus Christ. I'm not. Genuine talk right now. I'm not. But I do have a task in fulfilling that for him. Because I care. That's my only friend. I care. I always care. But at the same time, I am not giving up. This is my life. I understand this. I understand this game. I understand it to the fullest. Because it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense why people don't like me. It makes sense why this and this and this and this and that happens every single time. This is not a video of like, you know, frustration or anything like that. Nah, not at all. But the saddest part is that you can cut off whoever you want. Forgive them first. This is not just adult talk. This is not something that I'm trying to tell you what to do. Nah, not exactly like that. Right now I'm just talking about myself. But I'm not afraid to cut off anybody. Family members, it don't matter who it is. I'm not afraid of it. I've retained myself so many times to the point that I really don't care. I really don't. To the point that I just lose patience with somebody. And I can't look at you with good eyes. Not to kill you or to condemn you. No, I can't do that. I have no rights in killing nobody. I have no rights in condemning anybody. If I said that word, extremely right. But I do have a right to get mad. I do have a right to say I don't want to be here. Or I do want to be here. I do have a right to choose what I want to do. And to not be a follower. But if I want to be a follower, I'd rather be good instead of being bad. I'd rather have a good habit than having a bad habit. Because good habits do create good things. Huge things. It inspires people. It builds. And it does affect every generation. You could create a generation. A big one too. something that I was doing that I spent time on. It could be in videos, it could be on something that I was studying and I did make it on it, or in other words, I was successful on it, then I failed, then I went back up, then I failed, then I went back up. It's like a little play tuggle type of thing. I wish to have that as well. And why am I saying this publicly? It's because I really don't care. The only thing I care about is if this type of action is acceptable in front of God. If God accepts me like who I am. But I don't want to sin against God. I don't want to. And that's part of why I'm disappointed. Because somebody just told me, and I have the messages right there too. We're gonna stop reaching out. If I want to win a soul for God, which that's another task, especially if I'm following Him, that's another task. There's never no rest, ever, to seek a soul. If they're hungry, if your enemy is hungry, even though they might be grumpy, whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be an enemy, if I'm being honest. If you don't even see it like that, man, God bless you if you don't even see it like that. But if they're hungry, give them to eat. It doesn't hurt me, if I'm being honest enough. By that point, you're already on a whole nother level. Being way, way honest than what I'm being right now. You're on a whole new level. So at that point, that's true. Nobody has to understand you. Oh shoot, that's a raccoon. Oh, it's a cat. Excuse me, I thought it was a raccoon. You don't gotta prove to nobody who you are. You don't gotta over-explain yourself. You don't gotta say sorry every 10 seconds or so. Because I used to do that. I used to say sorry for almost everything. To the point that a lady from the nursing industry, or that industry, right? For the medical industry, she legit gave me a speech. She like, wow. It's like, I don't even remember it anymore. It was kind of a speech. Because she legit asked me, why you're apologizing? Why? Like, actually, why? In my own words. Did I hurt you? No. Did I offend you? No. Did I spill something on you? No. Then why you're apologizing? Are you afraid? What is it? Apologize when you actually did something wrong, when you offended somebody. And those are my own words, not her words. That's the example that I'm giving. Because her words were unique. Unique. That was for me. But what else can I say? If somebody in a high position is jealous of you, if they have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, they're jealous of you, shoot, what can I say? If you got people's what's it called, girlfriends chasing you, looking at you, my advice would be to not let lust control you. Because if I'm being honest, if I'm in somebody else's shoes, matter of fact, in my own shoes, excuse me, because I was in their shoes, meaning that I could have been maybe the jealous boyfriend or whatever it is, maybe, or maybe a few years ago, right? I know what it feels like to be a jealous boyfriend. I know what it feels like that my own partner is looking at somebody else or finds interest in somebody else, either secretly or whatever the case might be. The best way to beat that is to drop that jealousy. Drop it. Believe me, drop it. She want to wear leggings? All right. Because if you drop it, first of all, you can't control that person. You can control yourself, though. And second of all, if I'm being more than just honest, to not waste too much time, because I actually gotta finish this video and it's already too long, but just get into the point. Drop the jealousy. Control yourself. Give an opinion, meaning that, like, you know, speak. Because as a relationship, you guys are a team. Say, hey, I don't like that. I feel disrespected every time you wear that. Just be honest, right? She might give you a response, either good or bad. But you're saying what bothers you. Explain it. Don't just let it be there just to be there. Explain it. Because not only that, you're learning at the end of the day. We're not perfect, right? You're learning. That's all. That's legit all what it's about. Every day you're learning. Every day you're doing something new. You might not notice it, but it's true. Every single day. Every day. And I mean it. Every day. You might have got better at a workout. Maybe you figured something out. Maybe you broke a record for yourself. Maybe now you can do for example, 100 reps. Or 100 push-ups, for example. Whatever the case might be. Thank God, first of all, right? Because you're still alive. He gave you a brand new day. A brand new opportunity. That's why I love God, because He completes me. And I can't live without Him. For anybody that ends up watching this video all the way until the end. Because I'm engaging too. I feel like I do have a series coming up for this. And I'm going to be posting that series for a while. Because I like making these I like making these POV videos, relaxing videos, no commentary. But it's a series that I do want to drop so bad. It will take me time to edit as well. Not saying that I don't want to. Either I invest money on it to get those videos edited by somebody. It's basically just me. Or I do it myself, which I could do it myself. But if the video ends up being 1 hour long, 20 minutes long, it becomes a challenge, if I'm being honest. But am I saying no? Am I saying that it's impossible to get it done? Am I saying that there's no time for it? No. That's where it becomes a test. That's where it becomes a challenge. How can I manage it? How can I get it done? Because if nobody taught me how to get there, then what was stopping me from learning? What's stopping me from testing? Because at the end of the day, this is like a game. Alright, I want to make $1 million. What are the steps? What I gotta do to make $1 million? How good in finances do I gotta be? Because if I can manage $10,000, that means I can manage $50,000. If I can manage that and grow that amount by double, triple, whatever the case might be, then I believe I'll be ready to manage 100,000 and then $1 million. And from there on, it just keeps going and going. Because at the end of the day, you don't need $1 billion. $1 billion for what? To show off? I mean, you already got $1 million. You're already in that section. So what's the point of $1 billion if you already made it to that point? Because some people feel lost because, of course, you already got everything that you need. You can buy whatever you need. You can do almost close to enough to whatever you want to do. But the bigger question is, when you get to that stage, you have your own routine and this and that, you will have two choices. Either you build a great team, dominate whatever you wish to do. It could be a company, it could be whatever it is, I mean, it becomes a company at the end of the day. Or stay by yourself and continue on, because you deserve it. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. God bless one of you as always. And yeah, if I head to work right now, so I gotta cut right now. And one last thing that I want to add, I actually left home late, right, by 49:50, and that would have took me to get over there to over here. That would have took me close to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and I wasn't even going 90 miles per hour. That's how you know. That's God right there. That's how you know. I might have explained it wrong, but I made it on time. Shoot, I can't say much. Oh shoot, let me go. Alright, thank you. But that's how you know that's God. Thank you to Him only, and all the glory to Him.